Shut up and sit down.
Hey, I'm Simon.
I'm Ellie.
And we are having a couple of drinks tonight that are called...
Golden Ticket.
Golden Tickets. And why are they called Golden Tickets?
Because they're going to take us to amazing places.
Oh, I like going to amazing places. And before we go anywhere, we just wanted to say thank you to the 1,300 something people who have liked and subscribed on our videos. That was very kind of you. And if you would like to join them, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell thing over there. That would be very kind. And tonight we are drinking these golden tickets, and we're surprising each other with trailers that the other person has not yet seen.
So what do we have coming up?
So we've actually had a landslide of requests, mostly from our Indian viewers, to ask us to react to a new movie from S.S. Rajamouli, who created Bahubali, of course. And he's making a new movie called RRR, 3 R's, and it comes out in October 2021. Like everything else, it's been delayed due to the COVID-19 pandemic, blah, blah, blah. But this movie looks to be really something special.
Tell me more about it.
Even the acronym of RRR was actually kept secret at first, and it was revealed about a year ago that it stands for, in numerous languages, what the English translation of is roughly Rage, War, Blood. What do you think of that?
Sounds promising for a movie.
It does.
Might be a romance.
In English, it's also sometimes referred to as Rise, Roar, Revolt. So that probably also gives you a hint as to the kind of movie that we're getting here. So this movie tells the story of 2 real historical Indian freedom fighters who were called Rama Raju and Bheem. And they fought respectively against the British Raj, and apologies, and the Nizam of Hyderabad, who were kind of a feudal landlord system. And not too much has been revealed about the storyline of this movie yet. It's still kind of in the teaser phase, but the theories are that both of these characters in history actually just disappeared for a while off of record. And possibly the movie may focus on the 2 characters, periods when they were not in the public eye, and maybe there's a fictional story to be told around them collaborating before they come back out and fight for India's freedom.
Secret origin stories!
Yes. So there are actually 3 teaser kind of trailers for this movie right now. The first one is called a motion poster, and I'd never even heard of a motion poster before, other than in the olden days when you used to go to a cinema and you had those augmented reality apps on your phone and you could point them at a movie poster and sometimes they would come to life. So that's kind of what I'm expecting of the first one. Then there's a trailer where Bheem is introduced to us by Rama Raju, and another trailer where Rama Raju is introduced to us by Bheem. So I'm fascinated to check out all 3 of these, but first, tonight, we're going to check out the motion poster.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I like the road markings in the middle.
Yeah, that looks more modern than I was expecting.
Got the hot and the cold.
Yeah, oh, that's awesome with the fire surrounding him, and the water as well.
And look at the barbed wire on either side. It's like no man's land.
Huh. That is too
so cool! With the fire and the water!
Yeah, and like lightning or ice, maybe?
Yes!
Oh, and they both come together in the middle.
Oh, that's like a collaboration. You think they're gonna fight, but that's a collaboration symbol.
Huh.
Oh, that's
India
so
1920.
Awesome.
In the middle. So, we've just seen the motion poster for RRR. This one came out about 10 months ago. Yeah, what did you think? What were your first impressions?
I really love the contrast. I love how much energy there is in it, and that you've got one it's just opposites. You've got like them both running at each other. You've got like the heat and the cold, and you've got fire and water. Like that really hot orange palette, and then like the cool blue palette, but they're both wearing white, and they're both wearing like sneakers and running down a reasonably modern looking road with like no man's land barriers either side with barbed wire. I don't know, it's really iconic with them both. You feel like they've both got equal power. And they're running at each other, and you're assuming they're going to fight, but then you've got that symbol in the middle of kind of collaboration.
Yeah.
Which is really unexpected.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking the same thing. I did do some research, as is my habit, before this, on the two historical figures that are portrayed here. You won't be surprised to find that one wasn't made of fire and one wasn't made of water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of fictionalization going on there. But yeah, we're going to look into the individual trailers for each of them in our next videos. But yeah, for this one, what really struck me was, like you say, I guess normally in movies, the opposite of fire is ice. And fire is depicted as strong, and ice is depicted as being melted by fire. But, you know, water is extremely powerful as well. You know, really, I mean, all of the elements are powerful in their own way, but water can crack rocks when it freezes in there and expands. You know, the glaciers are made of water, icebergs are made of water. So, you know, although I guess water is traditionally not seen to be as strong and as powerful as fire, I really liked the contrast between these two characters. And I'm really, really intrigued to see what S.S. Rajamouli, who is clearly a visionary storyteller and a visionary director in terms of the visual style that he brings to his movies. I'm just fascinated to see what he does with these characters, kind of building on historical fact, and then taking these gaps in their lives where we don't know what happened and creating a story in that empty space as well, using his own creative license. And knowing how respectful he's been to culture and history in his other stories. I can see why our viewers were so excited by this one. The other thing that kind of blew me away here was the music, because, you know, it wasn't like a combat kind of aggressive, fighty war music, which is what I was expecting from a movie about two Indian freedom fighters who literally fought and gave their lives for India's freedom. It felt almost like a reverence in the music, like something very solemn.
Yes.
Yeah, it really makes me think that this movie is going to be a lot about the development of those characters, you know, what they have in common, even though they were both completely different historical figures, and how that common element that they shared was something that they used to free India from tyranny and oppression. So, you know, and like I said, we're not big fans ourselves of the British Raj and the kind of things that the British Empire did in the past, but I think everybody can identify with a people or a tribe who are fighting for their freedom, and I would love to see how this plays out, even if the British people are the bad guys. We're used to it.
Yeah,
we deserve it. Yeah. Exactly.
Definitely earned that one.
Yeah, really. Well, there you go. I think we're going to go away now and watch the Bheem and the Rama Raju teasers as well. I'm really, really intrigued to see what S.S. Rajamouli is doing with each one of those characters. And we'll share the research that I've done around those characters when we get to those videos. So just a short one tonight, but we will be back again tomorrow to let you know what we think of the other trailers for RRR coming in October from S.S. Rajamouli.
Because you know what? We do this every single day.
Every single day?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day.
We do. It is true. And therefore we'll see you tomorrow, friends, on the next Drunk Trailer Ambush.
Peace out, nerds.
Bye.
Shut up and sit down.